Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showcasing another mod I made called Droids Create Superflat and Skyblock Crates. So let's get right into it. So as the name suggests, this mod adds different types of crates which allows you to play the Create mod in a skyblock or superflat condition. This mod also includes a guide with Patchoulie's guidebook mod. So if you have that mod installed, you'll be given a crate guidebook at the start of the game, which will tell you about more information about this mod. So to start off, you will have your crate guide, and in case you lose it, you can craft a new one with simply just 3 dirt in an upside down L shape, and that will give you another crate guide, and you can look up basically the other information in the book if you need it. So to begin, we'll have our first crate, which is the dirt crate. This crate is the most basic crate, and if you look in the crate guide here, you can see the dirt crate will have 2 different items it can give you back. It can either give you 1 dirt, or it can give you a sapling. So moving on from that, if you have a tree, then you can basically just skip on to the next crate, which is the beginner's crate. This crate is crafted with 4 logs and 4 planks of any kind, together with an apple in the center. So this crate, you can craft it very easily with basically your basic resources. And you can see here, the beginner's crate can give you back either dirt, sapling, so these 2 items are basically your junk item, they won't do anything. It can give you cobblestone, ice, as well as a lava bucket for you to make stone generator. So now that you have access to basic stone tools and basically stone age, you'll now move on to the next crate, which is the starter crate, which is crafted with 4 stone brick, 4 cobblestone, and a chest. But these are all items you can access now, and with this starter crate, you'll have a 20% chance of an oak log, 20% chance of a dirt. So again, the first 2 items is your junk item, as it doesn't help you progress. But the other 2 items, iron nugget and coal, would be very essential for you to move on to the next crate, which is the stone crate here. It is crafted with 2 bone block, 1 coal, 4 iron nugget, and 2 pieces of wool. So the idea here is that after getting your starter crate, you'll be making a basic mob spawner, or so like a basic mob spawner, perhaps like a E-shaped kind of mob spawner, which allows you to start grinding zombies, skeletons, spiders, and creepers. So from the spider, you can get string, which you can convert into wool, and from the skeleton, you can get bone, which can be converted into bone block. After you craft the stone crate, you'll be able to access all the different stone types in vanilla Minecraft. So in this crate, since it's a bit more expensive and hard to get, there's no longer any more junk items, and especially for andesite will be essential for you to progress in the create mod. And with that, we have completed the 4 basic crate types, and now we can move on to the intermediate crate types. So after you get your stone crate, you would like to move on to your ore crate. The ore crate is crafted with 4 pieces of andesite, 2 stone block, 2 gravel, as well as 1 iron ingot. And with that, it will allow you to access most of your vanilla ores. So with this, the idea will be you will start to get some basic machinery. The idea will be you will start mass crafting, perhaps crafting like 16 ore crate at a time, and then breaking them all down so you get a bunch of materials, and then you repeat the process until you get the items you want. And after that, you would also like to get yourself farmer's crate. So From this point onwards, there isn't really a progression, like a straight line for which crate you should craft. You can craft whichever one you want and the one you have the ingredients for. So for example, the farmer's crate here will be crafted with 4 bone blocks, 4 dirt, and a hay bale. And with this, you'll be able to access sugarcane, cactus, moss, bamboo, kelp, pumpkin, melon, glowberries, sweet berry, cocoa bean, brown mushroom, as well as red mushroom. Now after these 2 crates, we can move on to create stone crates. This one is less useful and mainly used for, I would say, building. So this crate is crafted with 4 stone blocks, 2 andesite, 2 gravel, and an andesite casing. With this, you can get limestone, azurine, crimsite, scoria, iridium, or orchrum. So these are all your create specific stone types. You could use them for building, or you can crush them down later for other minerals if you wanted to. So now you will start to move on to your nether side of things. So this is in the assumption that your nether is also completely empty. For the first tier, the normal nether crate will be crafted with 2 pieces of log, 4 iron, 1 obsidian, and 2 lava bucket. The bucket will be given back to you, so no worries. From the basic nether crate, you can get yourself netherrack, magma block, soul sand, soul soil, crimson nylium, or warp nylium. These are all very useful materials to progress in the nether side of things. After you finish with your nether crate, you can move on to the elite nether crate, which requires 4 iron ingot, a gas tier, magma cream, and an empty blaze burner. Empty blaze burner is crafted with iron and a netherrack, so that you can totally access. So from the elite nether crate, you can get yourself a blaze burner with a blaze, so not an empty anymore, so a filled blaze burner, which is the main purpose of this. You can also get blaze rod, netherrack, magma block, glowstone, and nether wart. So the netherrack, magma block is kind of junk item, glowstone is alright, and nether wart is pretty good because it basically allows you to do potions and stuff like that, so that's very good. So after you get your blaze burner, that means you can enter the Bronze Age in Create mod, which allows you to start crafting more advanced Create mod components. So after you get your elite, you can move on to your legendary nether crate, and you can see the recipe is pretty scary. So the idea is that you won't really move on to the legendary nether crate anytime soon, okay? So this is like end game crates, and the reason is because with all of these advanced items, including emerald block, diamond block, train casing, and flywheel, you'll be able to access rare materials such as rib armor trim, that wither skeleton skull, ancient debris, and a few other items that is less important but also kinda rare, including the netherite smithing template. So this crate, the legendary nether crate, is the crate that allows you to access netherite items and stuff like that. And with that, we have also completed the intermediate crate types. So the next types are called the structure biome crate types, which is items specific to a structure or biome. But before we move on to that, there's a few things I would like to show you. So with all of these crates, they are all craftable, which meaning you can technically get yourself some mechanical crafter, and if you have your, after you've accessed the Bronze Age, you can easily just automatically mass craft all of the crate types. So you can, for example, I would like to create a lot of elite nether crate, so that from that I can start having maybe like a mechanical arm with like brass funnels to automatically put all the items into the mechanical crafter, and from that every single crate type can be placed down by a deployer, and it can also be broken up by a drill. So with that you can basically put all the crates you've crafted into a deployer, place them down and break them down automatically with a mechanical drill, meaning you can fully automate the loot and basically can create like an entire factory of just crafting crates, breaking them down and then getting all the loot. And this is a good way to basically make a simplified version of very difficult farms, especially since you're already on the Superflat or Skyblock condition, making your life a lot more simpler. So that's a few things like you could do, so which is why I also made the mod with crates. So it is a automatable thing you can do with create components. So going back, we're now gonna look into structure biome crate types. And here we have Skull Crate, Deep Dark Crate, Ruin Crate, Ocean Crate, and Shared Crate. So we'll begin with Skull Crate. And here you will need Montebell, Wither Rose, and Crystal to craft the Skull Crate. So this is a pretty advanced recipe, but from this, the main thing it allows you to access the Skulk block and Skulk, well, the Skulk Shrieker and Sensor is less important. The main thing is the Skulk, as it is a required material to craft the Deep Dark Crate with this 4 Skulk, 4 Deep Slate and 1 Diamond. The 4 Skulk is very hard to get since you'll need your Skulk Crate in order to get your first piece of Skulk block. From the Deep Dark Crate, you'll be able to access the Vex Armor Trim, Sentry Armor Trim, Ward Armor Trim, Snout Armor Trim, Silence Armor Trim. So it is basically allows you to access some of the armor trims, and it also allows you to access Spore Blossom, Disc Fragment 5, Echo Shard, and your Skull Catalyst. So these are all your Deep Dark Crate related items, and it is probably the only way you can get it in a Skyblock or a super flat condition. Moving on from these two very hard ones, we have Ruin Crate. So this is a lot more simpler as it only requires 4 brush, 4 pieces of any terracotta and 1 diamond. From the Ruin Crate you can get yourself again a list of Ruin related armor trims. You can get yourself the Sniffer, the Relic music disc, and yeah, so also just some exotic items from the Ruin. The next crate type is the Ocean Crate. It requires Prismarine Shard, Prismarine Crystal, 2 Sand, and 2 Mossy Cobblestone. From the Ocean Crate, you can get yourself a list of armor trims again, and it will also allow you to get some other minerals you can get from like shipwreck and stuff like that. And yeah, it will also give you the very good and one of the best music disc, The Other Side, although it is very rare. So the last crate is the Shared Crate. This crate is crafted with 4 brush, a shear, iron pickaxe, iron axe, bone block, and a diamond. And breaking it down will give you one of the 20 unique shard available in 1.20.1. And that's about it. Do all the crates, cover all the crates, and so far there isn't any end related crates. However, that is planned for future updates, so stay tuned for that. And with that, that's the end for this video, and if you enjoy it, give a like and perhaps subscribe, and you can find the mod in Modrinth and in the link in the description. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.